What up, guys? It's your boy back with another video. I'm gonna try to do a documentary based on Kobe Bryant. Apparently he passed away. I'm sure everybody knows it. I'm still shocked about it, so you know. I didn't know that his daughter and Rick Fox was on the plane. Apparently I heard that too. I was like, oh man, are you serious? But we're gonna do something a little different based on his memories and his time that he was here. So without further ado, let's get it, man.
able to tell you now that NBA star Kobe Bryant was on board that helicopter and is now dead at the age of 41. Our Christine Brennan is with us now on the phone. So, there you go. All right, we're able to see you. Christine, tell us what you know and how this confirmation was made.
Fred, this is tragic and terrible news. And as people are hearing this news, now confirmed by CNN and other news organizations, it is hitting them as just one of the most unthinkable things you could have here. CNN has confirmed this news. Kobe Bryant, 41 years old, had retired just a few years ago from the NBA after a stellar career, one of the greatest ever, Hall of Fame. He played only his entire career with one team, the Lakers, and in many ways he was the Los Angeles Lakers.
More important than trophies, and so feeling the loss of Kobe's death tonight, wanting to celebrate the tragic loss of Nipsey, is I think that it's also important to put the value on humanity. And so that's my job. And I just really believe as a Christian that it's very important to point people vertical and to let them know that there's life after this. There has to be. That there's got to be something that's unseen to help us make sense of what is seen.
Hey, I hope you guys could hear me. Just stand by. I'm going to be doing tracking of Kobe Bryant helicopter crash. Please stand by. And this is Joseph Camarillo. I'll be doing a quick little flight tracker. Okay, here we go. Okay, as you may have heard on digital media, Kobe Bryant, NBA champion basketball player, was killed in a helicopter crash in Calabasas, California. Now, Flight Radar 24 always is tracking every flight in the world, and I'm a subscribed member, and I'm going to show you the track. I'm moving it down here. All right, so here's the helicopter. It's a Sikorsky S-76 helicopter, flight number, or not flight number, but license number N72 Echo X-ray. N72 Echo X-ray. I'm going to hit the play button. So it takes off from Irvine John Wayne Airport. I'm going to try to zoom in. And there it is. Now, while that's going on, you see my little Excel file here at the below. I'm tracking all the numbers on the Excel file. It takes off at 75 miles an hour and it's heading north. All right, then it's going to go into a little circling pattern, probably for, tourists, or a little circling motion. They're doing some aerial viewing. So he's coming into that area. Let me get a little zoom in right here. Hopefully you could hear me. They're going to do a little circling in Glendale area. They do that for a bit. And I come down here on my Excel spreadsheet, and they start circling for about a minute or two. So, and you can see the numbers, the ground speed down here, 700 altitude, 700 feet altitude. And they took off at 9:06 a.m. And they did their little tourist thing. They fly over Burbank. And they're heading into the Sun Valley area. I used to live in Los Angeles County. I used to live in Van Nuys and Burbank. I know exactly where all this is. And they're going to the Northridge area. And they take a south turn now, coming down to Reseda and Canoga Park, very famous park, Canoga Park. I'm going to zoom in too. And here's where it kind of comes to an end. And you see it stops At 1,700 feet, it stops, and he was going 153 knots. And that's where it ends. I'll just zoom in for that spot. Now I'm going to go back to my Excel spreadsheet and look at the numbers here. If you see this, this is the altitude over on the yellow number was the last altitude he was at, 1,700 feet. He was doing 153 knots, and he was headed in direction of 120 degrees. So it's kind of like southeast, I guess. Just southeast. So I'm going to go back to this. So I'll just play it again, start over. And that's about it. Look, he's taking off. And you see down here, N-72 Echo X-ray, Sikorsky S-76B helicopter. He took off from John Wayne Airport, Orange County at 9:06 a.m. And he's heading north. He's at 500 feet. He's tracking at 326 degrees, which is northwest. And then they do a little circling pattern here for a couple of spins. And then he kind of almost hovers for a few seconds. So they're circling, doing some aerial viewing. And they're going to take off north again, over Burbank, heading into the San Fernando Valley. And if you look down below, you got his speed and his calibrated altitude, and his ground speed is 138 knots. I noticed the vertical speed is jumping dramatically. If you look at that, it's doing 200. It's really volatile, the vertical speed. Okay, there it is. I see it. The vertical speed down below right here. It dropped 4,220 feet per minute. I don't know what to say, but it dropped out of the sky. Literally, it just dropped. Something went wrong. I'm sorry to say. Something bad went wrong. So you look at that. All right, guys, I'm going to end this.
Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. You will always be remembered, especially the city where you come from. From all the fans to the coaches to the basketball team to other celebrities that you know in person, to all the people that you grew up with, from everybody that's around the world. Thank you for setting a prime example. Thank you for touching many lives. And most importantly, thank you for being a role model to many kids, especially to myself. Your legacy will never die out, and we will never forget you. Rest in peace, my brother.